The most dangerous thing we could do in life and in business is get too comfortable that we refuse to push ourselves beyond what we know. And so pivoting or scaling wherever you are in your evolution in life or business is an inclination that there's more just beyond your comfort zone. And so for us, grants were just not a thing we were doing anymore. Our clients got bigger. The business that we have grown reached a particular level that there was a natural progression. We could stay where we are and be comfortable, but why would we stop our own growth? And so I would say the three things that I've learned in scaling, in pivoting, is one, you have to embrace the unknown. The growth that you want to have, the next level that you want to experience is on the other side. Once you embrace it, then I would say surround yourself with the people that are already doing the thing. The only thing that's stopping us from where we are and where we want to be sometimes is information and inspiration. And so there was a season where I spent a lot of time talking to, immersing in conversations with people that I didn't know, that had bigger businesses, that were doing, the type of thing that I wanted to do. And I remember at first it did feel uncomfortable. It did feel like I don't belong, I'm not good enough, all of the imposter syndrome. But if we lean in and we take the time to really learn from those who've been there before, you'll realize you can do it. You just need to take that time to develop. And then the last thing, do that thing afraid, right? Your greatest L's are your greatest lessons. And I'm so excited that I have such an amazing team that in the moments when I felt defeated, in the moments where I felt like we couldn't do it, that they were all in with me and said, yeah, that's what we need to do. And even when we messed up, we took accountability and took it to the next level. So don't be afraid to pivot. Don't be afraid to scale. Scaling is just a natural recognition that you're growing and that you're doing the thing you're called to do. There's a lot of uncertainty and all of it is true, right? We're in a particular time that is challenging, but I also think it provides a certain opportunity. And so I think this is a great time for nonprofits, ministries, businesses to develop into a new version of themselves, to reflect the values the mission that they have, to double down on who they are, to shout loudly who they are, and to build community around the purpose, the mission that they're called to answer into this world now. And I think the best way to do that is organically. Talk to your email list, host listening sessions, rally the community around what you're doing, because we need each other now more than ever. But the only way we're going to do that is if we communicate clearly and we build community around our causes. There's a point in our lives where we have to recognize how powerful we are, and power is only as potent as what you do with it. And so for me, I believe serving people is an act of serving God. And I also believe that serving is not a selfish thing in terms of, I'm doing this because whatever selfish desires I have, because we don't always reap where we sow, but we do reap what we sow. And so to serve people liberally, to take the best of yourself, the best of your gifts, the best of your talents, the best of your skills, and to use it to empower other people, I think it's the greatest gift that you can have to receive as well as to exercise in the world. Stuck is a symptom of other things, right? So stuck is there's something that I don't know. Stuck is there's an area that I haven't developed yet. Stuck is there's an internal monologue that is holding me back. So the first thing I would say is identify where you're stuck and why you're stuck. There was a point of time that I was stuck, but it didn't have anything to do with my skill set. It didn't have anything to do with my connections. It just had to do with I was focusing on the wrong things. I was eating crazy. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't having balance in my life. I wasn't asking for help. I had a cape on and I was limiting myself. And so it is important for us to identify where we're stuck and why we're stuck. And then we have to lean into what is it that I need to develop to get over this hump, to get over this ceiling, to get out of this box that I'm in. And sometimes that is about our business, but sometimes it's not. And so having that self-reflection to identify the thing and be courageous enough to develop in that area so that you can move from where you are to where you want to be. And that's easy for me to say as I'm speaking to this camera right now, but that's the kind of work that we have to do, whether it's work with a coach, work with a therapist, work relationally, right? We have to be able to be willing to do the work, have the courage to say that I need the help so that I can get over from where I am to close that gap of where I want to be. The first thing for me that I have learned is that growth comes through listening and really paying attention to the needs, wants, and desires of your audience, of your client, of your team. I can't thank my team enough. There are days where I have a vision to do a thing and I'm like, oh, it can't be done. And just hearing them say it can be done and listening to them give systems and strategies, it's an amazing privilege to have. And so at this time, listening, I think, is so key. I think a world changer means a person who is called in the world, who recognizes that call and who embodies that call in their everyday life. And world changer doesn't mean that you're always the person on the stage. World changer doesn't mean you're the person that has the most likes or the biggest following. It really means you wake up every morning and you know with clarity and certainty that you're called to do something, and every day you make the decision to do that thing. Whether you're a mother, whether you're a father, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a ministry leader, whether you're a teacher, every day you wake up with clarity knowing that you're called to make a difference in the world and you do that thing. So kudos to you, world changer. You're doing it.